So let's start with an easy one. What's your name?
Heidi.
How do you stay positive?
I think that the best practice for staying positive is gratitude, and that is something that I really took from the initial ninja program I went through back in, I guess, 2010, and has been a huge piece that I come back to over and over again, because the market changes all the time, and even life changes all the time, but that's something, a touchstone to come back to.
What are you grateful for?
Oh gosh, there's so much. I mean, you go with the basics, just being healthy and you know, working a job that I love, and you know, having found what I feel like is my calling, so to speak. And you know, wonderful doggies and family, and you know, just being able to get up every morning and live my life.
Which of your skills as an agent are you most confident in?
I would say listening and reading my clients and figuring out what it is they want and helping them navigate to get that.
What has been your favorite Beverly-Hanks memory so far?
Oh boy, I think probably the first time that I got into the top 10. That's been a goal for a long time, and that's just a really exciting moment.
If you could go back in time, what advice would you give yourself in your first year of being in real estate?
Oh boy, you're right, keep going, it'll be okay.
What advice would you give a brand new agent starting out at Beverly-Hanks?
So my advice is to new agents coming in is don't quit. The first two or 3 years even can be really difficult, and if you really love it and you feel like it's where you want to be, just don't give up. And make use of all of the educational opportunities offered, because that is just an amazing resource that you don't get very many other places.
Do you have any adventures planned for 2022?
Well, we are going to the Keys. We're taking our boat down to the Keys in April for a week for spring break, and that's looking forward to that, and possibly Italy for my birthday.
Ooh, what part of Italy?
It'll start off in Matera. They've got all these the cool masonry houses from the caves, and then maybe Sorrento and Salerno and Capri.
What was your first concert?
I don't remember the very first one, but I do remember, I think the first one that I really remember well was Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, before they started dating publicly.
Is there any music you're listening to now?
Whatever my kids are playing in the car.
If you could have lunch with any member of the current Beverly-Hanks family, who would it be?
I always love chatting with Debbie Williams, so I'm due a lunch with her soon.
What is your favorite way to celebrate success?
A really great dinner and good bottle of wine.
Ooh, what kind of wine?
Oh gosh, I really love some of the new orange wines that are coming out, and some of the wines that are from the mountains in Italy, where they store them in Fore, and it's really interesting.
Which do you find most gratifying, buyers or sellers?
You know, I really like both. Each one is such a different experience, and it keeps me, you know, I really enjoy aspects of both.
Are you a texter or a caller?
I prefer texting for efficiency, but there are times when only a call will do, and there's some really important times to just pick up the phone, especially in a deal.
Who is the last person you texted?
At this point, let me see. Carrie Lee Hoffman. I'm doing a deal with her right now.
What do you have planned for today?
I'm going to go show a listing that just came on the market this morning, 5:30.
Do you have any party tricks?
No. No.
Did you have a business goal for this past year?
I did.
Did you meet your goal?
I exceeded it, actually.
What are your goals for next year?
You know, I really enjoyed this year. I would be very happy to, well, actually, you know what? I came just shy of a big milestone number. I would like to hit that next year.
Where did you grow up?
Around here after 11 years old. Before that, we were from Florida.
What brought you to Asheville?
My dad, Florida boy, born in Tampa, always wanted to live in the mountains, so he brought us up here when I was little, and I never left.
What neighborhood or community do you live in?
Biltmore Lake.
What do you love about Biltmore Lake?
You know, I think the trails are my favorite part, and the lake is beautiful too. I'm actually a North Asheville girl at heart, and when I met my husband, I lived up near Beaver Lake, And I told him that was the one thing that sold it for me to move, was I could exchange one leg for another. But the trails here are wonderful. We have so many miles of trails and can get up into the national forest and all that.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
Right now, Succession. We've been watching that pretty religiously.
Do you have a favorite character?
Definitely Roman. His dialogue is just the best.
Which actor would you pick to play yourself in a movie?
Well, I was always compared to Nicole Kidman when I was younger because of the red curly hair, which I don't really have anymore, but hey, I'll take it.
Do you have a large family?
Yes, we have, between my husband and I, we have 4 kids, and the 2 older girls are twins, and one of them is married, one has a great boyfriend, and so with everybody together, we're a party of 8, and then 7 dogs.
I was going to ask, do you have any animals who you would consider family?
Here we go, right here. This is Ella. And we have Jasper, who is my daughter's dog. And then we have 4 grand dogs as well.
What is your favorite room in the house?
Oh goodness, I would say the kitchen and the living area here is so bright and sunny, and I just love the light.
Do you have any special memories in your home?
Oh gosh, we've had a lot of memories here over the last 6 years. This is the first house my husband and I bought together when we got married. And the kids have really, grown up and done a lot of things here.
What is your favorite time of day?
I have 2 really. I really like sunrise and also sunset. I don't know why, but I love the light changes and the sky.
How do you recharge?
Traveling for sure.
Do you have any fun travel stories?
We've traveled a ton in the last few years, and I remember one in particular. We went to Spain for my 40th birthday. And we ended up stuck in a small outpost of the airport in Paris to go over to Spain. And there was no food over there during the middle of the day. And we ended up laying on the floor and watching Anthony Bourdain for hours and drinking rosé wine. But it was a great trip.
If you could switch lives with anyone for one day, who would it be?
Probably one of my dogs.
Why?
They haven't really good. No, I think the real answer would be probably maybe that of a pilot. I always wanted to be a pilot when I was younger and learn to fly, so I think that would be fun.
What was your first car?
It was a white Mustang, 1994, and I didn't get a GT though till 97.
Would you get a car in any other color but white?
Probably not.
What is your dream car?
Oh gosh, I'm not really that much of a car person. I'm just happy with a nice white SUV that's comfortable,
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Used to be a night owl, but I would say now I'm more of a morning person.
Do you have a morning routine?
With kids and school and work, it's really kind of fly by the seat of my pants, honestly. I know that's not the ninja way, but that's how it is.
How did you start your day today?
I got up, made coffee. That is my morning ritual. Every morning I make a cappuccino, so for me and my husband. And I did that and got in the car and went over to look at some new construction that I'll be listing in a couple months.
Which hobby or activity would you like to master?
It'd be nice to get really good at skiing, I would say.
Do you have a favorite local nonprofit?
I really love the work that Mana Food Bank does, as well as United Way. I support both of them every year.
If you could make a documentary on any topic, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. A diary of the life of a real estate agent would be very entertaining. That is a documentary, as Elaine and I always say to each other, you can't make this stuff up.
What are some stories you might want to share in that documentary? Some things you would want to highlight?
There are so many, I should write a book at some point, but we had one last week where a property was actually half closed, and it's still half closed today. The property's in 2 different counties as one parcel, and one county was still open right before Christmas and one was not. So we are waiting for Yancey County to open tomorrow, but until then it's half closed.
Do you have any favorite words of wisdom or a quote?
I think one of my favorite ones, and I honestly don't remember who this is attributed to, but it's success comes to those who are fearless.
Do you have any affirmations?
They tailor affirmations to what I'm trying to accomplish at any given time. So if I'm trying to change a thought pattern or I'm trying to reach a new goal, I will have affirmations that are tailored to that.
And our last question, why Beverly-Hanks?
I have been in this business for, almost 15 years, and for almost 13 of that I've been with Beverly-Hanks. And I've always said, and I say this to seller clients particularly, I have never seen another company locally that can begin to match what Beverly-Hanks offers, especially to the listing clients, but also to buyers as well, because the agents are so much better educated and supported than any other company in town. So, and I love the people and the culture overall. So I don't see another fit for